is there's always the louder genre that doesn't have money. It doesn't have fans that have money. And there's always the so ignored genre that has a lot of fans with money, people that have made it in life. And when you choose an audience that you want to start making music for, I think try to do a research on what kind of music they were playing when they were young and growing up, when they were in university, when they were in college and high school. That sound is what makes sense to them. Any other sound that comes after that, they think is nothing. It's like the ones that are 18 years today, this is the sound they'll cherish. So in future, if another artist wants to make music, they have to make music that relates with the music that is playing now, because that's the only music they'll consider big. So if you want to make music for someone who's a managing or marketing director at some bank, at corporate world, it's got farms, it's got homes, it's got property, it's got money, and you want that money also to come to you, try to find out the music that he was making, he was listening to. We all make music that we don't enjoy. We make music that we think the target market we've chosen is enjoying. If I was to make music that I love, I was going to make a lot of hardcore dance, but I know the market for that is very little in Zambia. So I end up mixing rumba and raga to create a genre that the audience with money can. So that if I put my show at 350 or 500, they can still afford it. It's nothing to them because I'm making the music they enjoy it. Yeah.
So consider the business aspect of your career. Don't just look at what you're interested in.
But mostly these are issues that a lot of artists won't tell you. They wouldn't want you to know. But I learned from MC Wako, I learned from Danny. And they were open with me, others wouldn't. So
you're passing on the information.
For me, I just let it.
Make a comment.
Let me be a bit controversial here. Let's talk hip hop in Zambia. I know this will be a sensitive topic, but as much as you tell yourself you are a hip hop artist and you're making money, in Zambia there are only 4 artists making money in hip hop.
Who are those artists?
Of course, there should be Shefi, Bobby East, Slapdee, and Macky too. So whether they bring Sarkodie or another hip hop artist from America, they have to choose among the 4. They'll either choose 2, and if they're choosing 2, they're actually choosing Slapdee and one from Kopala or Shefi or Macky 2. If they choose Macky 2, they have to choose Bobby East. If they choose 4, they have to choose the 4. If they choose 3, it's among the 4. It's rare to find a hip hop show where Casper is performing and they are all hip hop artists are getting paid. So it's a genre that has already been monopolized, and to surpass any of them you have to work very hard. So if you go into the genre for hip hop, you need to think bigger and understand what these guys are doing. If you're going in there to rap more in English to sound better than them in English or better than them in Nyanja and Bemba and what, I think you might be competing against yourself, because they've understood the art, they know what people want to hear, and it is really just between the 4. So it's a genre that is not packed, that has got no room for a lot of people, but a lot of young artists think that's where to go because it's got a lot of airplay and it's making rounds on the countdowns. But when they end up, the biggest show they will ever have is at a Freshers Bash, which is just an illusion. Wow, Slapdee is cutting checks, Macky 2 is cutting checks, Bobby East is cutting checks, Shefi is cutting checks. It's not debatable, you cannot run away from it. But for a big concept to be put and for you to make sure that it's you who's picked, not Slapdee, I think that's a our dream. That it needs someone with a lot of drive to surpass that. And the guys are not.
You need a lot of drive to beat that 4.
Yeah.
And that's a factor. I've very considered it. But yeah, when you look at all the lineups.
But when it comes to singing, which people are running away from, Your Maps can happen, Exile is still happening. B1 is still happening, Roberto is still happening. Everyone who sings can happen everywhere. Because why? It's easy, even the maid can sing along. The maid can rap along. Even kitchen party, they can play Your Maps. it's about choosing a genre that will be quick to pay you, not the genre that will pay you but make you die for you to get paid. Hip hop pays, but it's a very competitive industry. So not to stop anyone from going there, but go there with knowledge that you are going there into the lion's den. They are not playing there. I see a lot of rappers making noise, even dissing the same four. But the same four know where the check is. And they really smartly put their music to cater for a lot of ages. Before Mac 2 was just rapping. Today there's a lot of melody in Mac 2 songs.
Oh yes, that's it.
He knows what singing does to do. I think most of the hottest songs Slapdee has done has got a very sweet chorus. Good example is Toriwe by Wheels. That direction is always good. I think singing is, if some of us had voices to sing, would be bigger than this. But we just try to make tunes because we know tunes help. So don't run away from singing and throw yourself in fashion. Yeah, you're gonna eat me for that.
No, that's advice that everyone needs to hear.